You snooze, you lose. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Noor Tarzi is here, and I'm excited to join you in your business journey and dive deep into the technology world. Let's get started. We talked in the last tutorials about domain registration and how to register a domain, which is basically your address. Just exactly the same thing. Your home has an address, your email has an address, your website would have to have an address. So the address of our website is myandroid.com. Check us out. Now, not only you need a domain name, but you need somewhere to store your data. As you can see here on our website, we have a lot of information, right? We have photos, we have images, we have some text, we have some code running on the background. So where all of this information is stored? If you are using your own computer, you're storing your, videos under video. You're storing your pictures, you're storing your information. It's all stored locally at your own PC or Mac. But if it's an online website, where do you store this information? That is hosting. That's when you need to get a hosting. A hosting basically is a server. And the server is what? It's just a piece of computer that has a hard disk to store all of your information. Once a domain is called, so once you go to here and type in, let's say we're gonna go to bluehost.com, now the server, the network, is looking for the server that stores the information titled Bluehost, and now it's gonna look up on the hard disk where is the home page of that website, and then run the information, process the information, and return the correct information you have requested. So you will be able to browse a nice website. How can you get a hosting? What do you need? What type of server? How much storage would you need? What I would recommend for the purposes of this specific tutorial and this specific websites, we're building a very common website using a platform called WordPress, which is we're going to talk about in the next tutorial. But for now, what you need to know is the only thing you need is a shared hosting. A shared hosting meaning you are basically buying only a small portion of this hard disk, only a small portion of this server. So you have a bunch of businesses hosting their website on the exact same machine, and you are splitting resources. So meaning instead of you paying for a full server, you will be paying the cost along with thousands of other business owners who buy those type of packages, which is shared hosting. Unless you have a very, very heavy website. And when I'm talking about heavy website, I'm talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of pages and products. Otherwise, the only thing you need is shared hosting. So let's go to Bluehost and see what type of packages they have. If you go to the home page, again, a link for Bluehost is down below. Just click on the link and you will be directed to this page. Click on Get Started Now. And here you see the shared hosting plans. They have 3 different plans for shared hosting. Starter plus Business Pro. On the starter package, this is going to allow you to build only one website within your hosting, versus the second and third hosting plan will allow you to build unlimited websites. So let's say you have 2 different businesses and you need to build 2 different websites. You don't have to sign up for hosting for 2 accounts, for 2 hosting accounts. You can just go with this account and build unlimited website. However, you have to sign up for 2 domain names. Each website would have to have its own domain name. The second thing you look at here is website space. The first one is 100 gig. This is a lot of space. 100 gig is a lot of space. So if you're starting a new business and you don't have much of content, much of videos, much of stuff, I would, say 100 is realistic space. If you really want to experiment in everything on the online world and you want to have forum and users and commenting and all that stuff, probably you can go with the unlimited, so you never ever have to worry about running out of space. Now, bandwidth basically means how much data is downloaded and used at the same moment, in the same second. So let's say you have 1,000 visitors going to the website at the exact same minute. That's what bandwidth is. If you have limited bandwidth, the website would go down once you exceed that amount of data. With Bluehost, it's always unlimited, so your website would never go down for that specific reason. Now, included domains means if you have not registered your domain yet, you will be able to get one free domain name included within this package. Parked domain. What is a parked domain? Parked domain, basically, let's say you have bought 20 domain names and you need to point those domains into a specific pages in your website to be sort of landing pages. To give you a more specific example, I'm creating this course. Instead of telling my client to go to myadroid.com and then click on this and then click on that and click on this until they get to this tutorial, I can buy another domain name, and the domain name would be something like onlinecourse.com. And once they click on online course, basically onlinecourse.com would go to that specific page on myadroid.com. So they would not be able to see that original page was under myadroid. It's hidden under the name onlinecourse.com. If you have more questions about what is parked domain, you can Google that. You can type in a question on the comment area, and I'll be glad to explain more and experiment more on what is parked domain. Now, subdomain is very different. Subdomain is something like support.myadroid.com. That would be a subdomain. That's a subfolder within the main folder. Once we start building the website and learning more about FTP, you will be able to understand this more. But generally talking, right here, when you look at the domain name here, let me zoom in. It's not zooming, but when you build this right here, www.bluehost.com, this is just a domain. A subdomain would be something like www.support.bluehost.com. And since this is a subdomain, you can run a whole new application on that subdomain. All right. You can see with the starter pack, you have up to 25 subdomains versus the other packages, you have unlimited. Email accounts. How many emails you can create at your own domains within your own hosting. So if let's say I have my website myadroid.com, it would be info@myadroid, noor@myadroid.com. You no longer are using Gmail emails or Yahoo, so your email would not be your business name at yahoo.com. That's not professional, that's not trusted. So you will be able to create your own domains within the hosting, and it could be something like your name at yourbusinessname.com. With this one, it allows you up to 100 emails, so you can create emails for your employers, partners, and those packages give you unlimited numbers of emails. Email storage. How many email can you store I can guarantee you 500 beer account is a very, very low email storage. So you will run out of space for emails very, very soon if you are with this package. So I would strongly recommend going with the unlimited. Marketing offers, most of the hosting companies offer you some sort of a credit to do things like AdWords campaign, Facebook campaign, all that stuff, which is cool to have. You have a lot of, extra stuff, extra gifts, extra offers if you go with those packages. Um, the global CDN and those information and SSL and delegated IB, I'm gonna go over this very quickly, but you might not need those at this point. SSL is, chances are you might need it down the road, especially if you are running a transaction on the website. If you need your website to be secure and you are running a transaction on the website or any sensitive information that is stored at your website. Now you can run a transaction without having an SSL if it goes through PayPal or some sort of secure off-site payment gateway. But let's say you are collecting social security numbers. Oh yeah, you need SSL certificate. You have to have some sort of security for the users so they know that their information is protected. Dedicated IB, domain privacy. If any of you needs any explanation on what those things are and they are interested in knowing those, please comment below and I'll be glad to explain it further. Site backup bro is a very, very important thing where if you mess up your website, if you do anything wrong, you can go back, roll back a day before, or a week before, or a month before, or even you can restore one file only. All right, so that's very much what is a hosting. Make your decision. I would always recommend going with the Plus. It seems to be a nice package that would gives you everything you need to get started and get rolling. You can click on select, choose a new domain, or if you already registered your domain, type it in here and click next, and you'll be able to enter your business information and check out, make a payment, and I'll see you in the next tutorials. I cannot wait to show you how to build a website. It's very exciting. You will love it. It's gonna be your third baby.